Welcome back to Access Hollywood's Housewives Nightcap. Guys, we are shaking things up a little bit this week and saying goodbye to the ladies for now, just for the week, because you know we are obsessed with Summer House. So Emily, tell them who our guest is this week.
You guys, it is the Luke from Minnesota. He's coming. All right, welcome, Luke.
Thanks for having me. It's
Here
nice.
we go. We got the Minnesota accent already. How
Yeah,
we
we were
doing?
practicing.
Wait, Minnesota. There we go.
You did a good job, actually. It's really good. You just have to really draw out your vowels and you'll be fine.
It's all about the O's.
Minnesota. Well, Luke, we need to talk about this past episode because a lot went down, especially between you and the other guys in the house. Like, where are you guys now? Can you tell us? Can you guys laugh about this now, or is there still a little beef?
No, we're good. We're actually really good. Kyle and I are really good. I really feel like that heated moment in the, when we went through all of that, I feel like it just brought us closer. I know that sounds weird, but through it all, as you'll see as time goes on, I think that they started to understand where I was coming from. I definitely understand where they were coming from. I know they care a lot about me and just want what's best for me. So I feel like over time, perceptions change. People realize certain things, and because of all that, and then the things that will end up happening, it brought us all really close, and we're just closer because of it. Actually, I was with Carl on Easter, so.
Carl and Lindsay, I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah, I was with Lindsay as well. That's right. They live in the same building, so I feel bad. It's like, actually, if I see one of them and I don't see the other, they hold me accountable. So when I go visit.
That's so funny. Okay, well, I'm like doing my eyebrows to Lindsay because, I mean, you have to set the record straight. Did something happen between the two of you?
No, nothing happened between me and Lindsay. Yeah, and a psychic didn't tell me that. I know that.
Were you like dying watching that back, being like, this is, because you didn't know that's how that all came up, right? Until when?
Well, I mean, it was presented to me, the whole psychic thing. I thought in my head, I was like, what are you up to? Like, why are you being so ridiculous that you're asking me this? That's why I didn't give them an answer, because I knew that's what they wanted. And I was like, I'm not going to give you some childish bullshit answer, because I just was like, I'm not going to give you what you want. Like, this is so silly. So I didn't give the girls an answer. And then in turn, it made them think that I actually did hook up with her. But no, that whole thing was like middle school and completely stupid, and I was over it when it began.
Luke, we watched your love life unfold a lot last season, obviously with Hannah, and we saw you kind of talk about your last engagement and how you were coming out of that. Where are you now in your love life? The ladies want to know where you're at.
We're putting you on the spot.
I know, I'm sweating. I'm just kidding. I'm single. 100% single. I needed time with COVID and stuff really to honestly get over my past. I thought I was over it, but I wasn't. Going home when COVID hit and spending 5 months alone in the woods, basically just remodeling my lake house and just me and my dog, and it forced me to sit and go through all the emotions that I needed to go through. And when I walked away from it, I was like, I'm ready to date again. And then with COVID, it's not like you can just go out and date people. So, so that's been interesting trying to navigate through that. But I am single. I'm 100% ready to start dating again. It's just with COVID, I find it to be a bit difficult.
Single and ready to mingle. That's what I got out of that. I was like, I need to say that. But we did, though, this season, we saw Sierra. She came into the house, which I have to say, she's great. I think she is such a great addition to the cast. Do you have any feelings for her still? Like, if she decided to give you another shot, would you say yes?
Ooh, that's interesting.
That was a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't give you an answer. I don't know.
That's a yes.
I'm like,
Moving
I
on.
don't want to say.
That's a definite yes. Okay, so we gotta ask Hannah and you. It's like this ping pong match constantly, but it seems like you guys have really come to a resolution to be friends. Des comes this week. What can you tell us about, well, it's kind of, we're talking in reverse because now we know she's engaged. So first, what is your reaction to her engagement?
I mean, I'm happy for her. I've said this before to somebody, and it was when I found out about Des last July, actually, before we got to the house, I knew how excited she was about him, and I was excited for her. I mean, that's what best friends do. You like support each other, and I was super happy for her, and I'm just as happy for her now as I was then. So
Now, okay, so we talked to Carl a couple of weeks ago, and he said there was a little bit of a crossover between you and Des, and we didn't really understand that at the time. So can you clear that up for us? Was there any crossover, or?
I mean, I think it's safe to say now, but yeah, I mean, listen, I knew Hannah had something going on with Des prior to getting to the house. It was very clear to me that was the case. Yeah, I don't like, that's why I think I was so surprised with how things went in the beginning of the summer with her, because she was talking to somebody and actively like pursuing and like seeing, and as that's what I thought. So yeah, it was never communicated to me that Hannah liked me, and that she wasn't seeing him. I was clearly under the impression that Hannah was talking to somebody and we were friends. So
as viewers, the first couple of episodes, we had no idea Des was even part of the equation. So we were kind of like, what the heck, Luke? Like, what, we thought you guys were a thing.
No, me and Hannah haven't been a thing for a very long time. But at least I didn't think so. But anyways, yeah.
Which I just have to point out, I feel like Des is the older version of Kyle. Like, he looks like Kyle.
You shouldn't insult Kyle like that.
Oh, Luke.
5,000
like
times.
That's fired.
Wait, you have to tell us, do you like him? I mean, do you have any opinion?
He's not, listen, I'm happy for Hannah, and I don't really have anything against Des, honestly. When I met him, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way with some things he said, and the way he carried himself, I thought it was a bit disrespectful to the people in the house. And because of that, let's just say I wouldn't be like, let's grab a beer and be friends. You know what I mean? I'd rather, just not really my cup of tea.
We need to talk about how the ladies are kind of pegging you like this flirt, this player, and who else was, everyone was doing that to you. So they were kind of making it like, oh yeah, you like to emotionally control women, da da da. Are you a player type? Like, would you call yourself that, or are you one woman kind of guy?
When I'm in a relationship, I'm definitely into that relationship. But I feel like I'm no different than anybody else, that when you're single, you date around until you find somebody you like. I mean, I thought that's how it worked. I have an older sister, and she is always telling me, she's like, yeah, dude, like, you date until you figure out who you like. Like, you don't, until you're actually with someone, it doesn't matter. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But once I'm in a relationship, I'm definitely committed to that for sure.
Okay, so fair to say that they were a little unfair to you in saying that.
I mean, I don't know, maybe I do flirt, but maybe just being a nice guy comes across as flirting, or maybe it's just Hannah takes maybe Hannah takes things the wrong way. I don't know.
Lauren's like,
I know, I was about to blame. I was like, well, you are from the Midwest. You're super sweet, and you're with a bunch of New Yorkers. When I know with Emily, who's a New Yorker, I'm like, the sweet people, can come off a different way.
Yeah, I feel like being nice can get you in trouble sometimes, because things can be misconstrued, and that definitely did happen, and does happen. But that's something I'm aware of now for sure. It's unfortunate because you gotta check yourself sometimes, even though you're just being yourself.
Can you give us a tease for the next episode? A lot's happening. What can you tell us?
I mean, I'll be real. I really haven't even seen it or anything, so I don't know. But I do know that the most fun I know I had, and I feel like we all had, was our boat day, and you're going to be able to see that in the next episode. That was the most fun of the whole summer. for all of us. So.
Okay. What can you tell us about Winter House, if anything?
I can't tell you anything about anything.
Okay. Okay. All right. I figured we would get that answer, and that's okay. But Luke, we are excited you continue to be a Bravo celebrity, whatever that might mean in your future. And before we let you go, this is a Housewives-based show. Do you watch any of the Housewives?
You know, I will tune in to the New Jersey Housewives sometimes because I do know Dolores and I chat with her. She's a great woman, and I enjoy talking to her a lot, actually. And so because of that, I'll tune into the Jersey Housewives sometimes.
Okay, we love Dolores. We had her on. She's literally like a warm hug. We love her.
Yeah,
she's the best. Okay, then should I mix up? Let's make this a Jersey Housewives. Okay, so marry, make out, pass. Dolores, Teresa, Melissa.
Oh my God. Mary, you said make out and pass.
Mm-hmm.
Marry Dolores because she's a sweetheart. Make out with Teresa because I met Teresa. I've met Teresa before. She's super sweet to me. And what was it? Marry and then
pass. You're passing on Melissa.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Do I have to? I don't want to.
We can do like get a drink with Melissa, and that can be hers.
You can grab a drink with her.
Yeah,
put it nicely.
Absolutely.
You heard it first, ladies. Luke is single and ready to mingle. We do the work for the people here. Like and comment and subscribe.
And next week, we will be back with our Housewives ladies. So we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.